Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Hopefully, we have a good show for you all tonight. 1 second here. Let me just get myself set up. This is Dr. Phil reporting in. All right, let me welcome you folks in. We've got a fun show tonight. I'm going to talk a little bit about also why last week's episode is finally back up. I know most of you probably already know. But let's get started by welcoming all you fine folks in. I see we've got a really great turnout tonight. Nutty, always good. Oh, going to be a little late? No problem. Queen of Awesome. Yes, Foodie looks enormous in that thumbnail. But it's just a trick. It's an optical illusion. Because she's actually down, 20-something pounds from the last time she was at the doctor. So I guess it's down 30 pounds now? So yeah, that's just a bad angle. Don't believe what you say. Yep. Welcome in, Dot. Coleman Stove. Oh, I've been having, thankfully I have not had problems with electricity, but on and off. Yeah, Foodie looks massive here. It's gotta be. I mean, I think she's gained 150 pounds since she's come to Kuwait. All right. So let me just get everybody welcomed in here. Welcome in, Susie Q. Welcome in, Fallen Angel. Welcome in, Dot and Nutty. I think I already welcomed you to it. Welcome in, Leany Bo. Oh, yes. Thank you, Hannibal. Welcome in, Hannibal. House of Hannibal. Another great channel. Be sure to check him out. Does a lot of great commentary, a lot of great, get some great panels on there. One of these days, I got to come by and join up on his panel. I haven't been doing enough content lately. That's all there is to say about it. But I'm not going to dwell on that. Let's focus on the content right now, right? Oh, let me take off the starting soon banner also. Okay. Welcome in, Wooly. I love that bird. That's the coolest bird. Looks like a crane or a stork or something. Mouse Toes, good to have you in tonight. Well, at least somebody can relate to Foodie in the chat. Welcome in, Steady C. Hopefully you're having a great night. Julia, how are you doing? JV Carpenter, good to have you in tonight. Good to have you in. Oh, Kim Beletta, too. Wow, we got such a full house early tonight. Jeez. Out driving, no problem, man. Enjoy your drive. Be safe out there. Oh, Mouse Toes, best part of Wednesday. This is the best part of Wednesday because I get to have so much fun. I really do. I absolutely love just going and just having fun doing this show. Got yeeted? Who got yeeted? Hopefully not you. All right. Oh, having a workout. Fantastic, Julia. Fantastic. Yeah, I've been doing a little bit more walking lately. I've been just trying to. The weather's been warm, but it hasn't been too bad, so I've been getting some walking. I don't realize how out of shape I am until I actually go out and try to do something. Yeah, at least 150. Foodie's gotten so big. Okay, so I don't want to delay too much. Foodie has been putting up a bunch of new videos. Just to fill anybody in who's not aware, Foodie was gone for like 10 days. She hadn't uploaded a video for over a week, and nobody was really sure exactly where she'd gone. There was some debate over whether she had traveled across the border to renew her visa. You know, nobody was exactly sure what was going on. Hold on a second. My nose is just a little stuffy. All right. Hopefully I'm a little bit less nasally now. Oh, welcome in, Gemini. New here. Well, welcome in. Hopefully you're having a good night. Everybody say hi to Gemini. You know, I shouldn't do that. Don't want to single you out being new here, but all right. We're a friendly bunch here. Well, yeah, welcome in. So anyway, yeah, Foodie totally got off track. So Foodie had went and to go get her visa renewed. We think she did. Turns out she was in the hospital. Now, did she also get her visa renewed? Did she also go across the border? Maybe. Did she go to a foreign hospital? Maybe. There's a lot of maybes, a lot of supposition, a lot of conjecture we can make. So let's have some, right? Let's do a conjecture. You enjoyed the break, right? I was covering everybody else for a little while, and I enjoy covering other people. I do, but I also enjoy covering Foodie. I think Foodie just I don't know. I don't get tired of her so easily. I think she's interesting to me. Yeah, this picture here is so edited. At least 3 years old, probably. This is maybe from when she very first came to Kuwait. Welcome in, Kidney J. Welcome in. Monkey Beck, good to have you in tonight. Welcome in. All right. I think we finally got. Did she finally get that lobotomy? Well, if she lost 11, that's the only way she's going to lose a few pounds. All right. So let's let it run a little bit. Let's hear what Foodie's got to say, because this is the update on her version of the story, and then we can give our own version or what we think happened. Oh, and by the way, she's got a new intro, and her new intro is super cringe, as the kids like to say, heavily edited with some weird music on it. Well, I don't know about weird, but I'll let you decide.
Hey there, Beezers.
What was that? Was that like, that seems like to me, what I'm thinking is that's like a commercial for like the world's worst perfume, right? Like a commercial for like some toilet sanitizer or something. That's all I can
Want a
think of.
personalized video from me to you that you can keep forever? Or maybe a special shout out? Or maybe you just have a
We don't need to
pressing
watch this. Let me skip
from
through.
me on occasion gift.
Hello, darlings.
All right. We know the cameo intro.
Welcome back to another video. So, behind me I have some
Yummy
roses and a cat. Can't get any better than that. Oh yeah, and my plaque. So,
it is edited, isn't it?
Random clips that I took. Very few.
Oh, it's Rammstein.
The clinic.
Then I gotta apologize for not recognizing who it was, because I actually like some Rammstein songs. I'm not like a real fan. I don't know like the deep cuts or anything, but I think they're a cool band. Oh wow, she's possessed. I love this freeze frame. How did I get so lucky? All right, this is the demon known as Foodie Beauty. It's taken over Chantal Soral, the human host. This demon makes itself known on the 13th of every month and on Taco Tuesday.
From the hospital, mostly the food, but a bit of the surrounding. And on the way to the clinic, we stopped and we saw some date trees. Being from Canada, I've only seen dates
I love
in the
that shade
trees at the park, and they were covered in some netting, but you can actually see the actual dates here. And unripened dates, they are eaten here, and they're called bala. And when they're ripened,
I'm surprised she doesn't try to chew them,
like we all know. And when they're unripened, they're sweet and they taste kind of date-ish. Like
you've seen Rammstein live? Very cool. I heard they have a crazy show.
I like them raw as well. So this is current present time, how I'm talking to you right now. As you can see, I have my makeup back. I'm back on camera.
I'm not sure which is fresher.
Camera. I'm feeling well. I'm feeling healthier.
Foodie's feeling well and feeling healthy. And I'll tell you one thing, she must be feeling good, because she really went to town with this eye makeup. Like, I don't usually notice the eye makeup, but she really she winged that out. Like she really put some pizzazz into it.
And that is probably because the medications are working, the antibiotics. I had a pretty bad kidney infection. For those of you who are not aware of what happened, I had a pretty bad kidney infection.
Really?
I did have one.
Are you don't dox yourself, but I'm assuming it was in Canada? Was she much bigger in person than at the time than how she looked online, or was it basically what you expected? Anything interesting? I don't want to pry, but I have to ask since you brought it up.
Not even a month ago. I think what happened.
Welcome in, Nancy.
It never fully resolved. That's maybe also the doctor said that could have happened as well. And also,
no worries,
that my blood sugars have been really high. So there's three things I'm really
yes, welcome in, Belma. I'm sorry to welcome in.
Number one being the infection, because that can cause your blood sugars to remain elevated.
We got some real heavy metalers in the chat here.
Fluctuating, like they go lower, they go high, and they usually.
Of course, I was listening to them when I was a teenager, right? Because I think that's just how it is. I think teenagers are attracted to anything like weird and creepy and like just anything edgy. anything edgy. Teenagers are just naturally attracted to it. I know that that's how I was. It's like moths to a flame. But yeah, so let's stop and discuss this a little bit because we've been talking through it so much. Foodie is discussing how she was in a hospital. In her words, who knows what really was going on, but apparently she was in the hospital for high blood sugar, right? High blood sugar. Who knew she would have high blood sugar, right? Totally unexpected. But according to her, and Kidney J, maybe she could, give us a short version of what she thinks on it. She did a video earlier, an excellent video, which I encourage everyone to check out. She talks it more in depth. But Foodie's claiming that she had elevated blood sugar due to a kidney problem, a kidney infection that she had. And she says it's possible the kidney infection was the same one that she had a few months ago that made a recurrence. But yes, I think she I don't know if she says it here, or she said it yet, but she's been put on insulin finally. She probably has been for a while.
Really are pretty high right now, despite being on my medication and everything else. And so I'm trying to deal with that. I'm trying to deal with the high blood sugar. And
sure thing, absolutely.
Trying to, of course, tackle this.
Absolutely. I totally didn't even realize how quiet she was. Thank you for asking. Not a problem.
Weight issue. And get on a proper diet plan for that. So I was put on insulin.
In fact, let me rewind it just a little bit. I'm going to speed it up just a little bit because it was a little bit quiet. I think that's why I wasn't really hearing it so well. I just got so distracted by the chat. I didn't even realize how quiet it was. All right.
It could have happened as well. And also just that my blood sugars have been really high. So there's three things I'm really trying to fix.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Jamie.
Number one being...
I'm glad you're doing better.
The infection, because that can cause your blood sugars to remain elevated. My blood sugars are fluctuating. Like they go lower, they go high, and they usually are pretty high right now, despite...
Anybody who's not aware, Gemini here is describing what Chantal, when she saw Chantal in person. So here we go. Some actual firsthand witnessing of what she looks like versus how she portrays herself online, and apparently does not match up. So interesting. Thank you for sharing that.
Being on my medication and everything else. And so I'm trying to deal with that. I'm trying to deal with the high blood sugar.
We got some hardcore
I'm also trying to,
music fans in the chat.
Of course, tackle this weight issue.
Welcome in, Elizu.
And get on a proper diet plan for that. So I was put on insulin, and so far it doesn't seem to be very effective.
Look at it,
he put me on a low dose of like 5 units. So I'm injecting myself with that.
Welcome in, Capricorn. And I think that's a great point. Let me actually pause this to talk for a second. Foodie, I didn't do a poll because I feel like I do the same poll almost every week at this point, or a variation of it. But how long does anybody think? Put your answer in the chat or answer in the comment if you're watching the replay, if you'd be so kind. To let me know, how long do you think it's going to be till Foodie goes back to mukbanging hardcore? Till she goes back to eating the fried chicken wraps with tortillas and pita bread and the chicken majboos and the what else does she like? She likes the fried chicken, and she has all these different. She goes back to eating the sushi rolls that are just covered with mayonnaise and fried Crispies. How long do you think it's going to take before she gets back to that? I personally think it's going to be less than a week. I just don't know how short it'll be. Like maybe 3 days, 4 days. It could be less though. It really could be. It's like it could be tonight for all we know.
Later today, and so I'm going to show
you. Hannibal. Indeed. I think everybody likes Kitty J.
Just the little bits here.
Welcome in, Nirvana.
But I first wanted to just come and do an introduction because I didn't shoot one of those.
Welcome in, Blue Eyes. Good to have you today.
I just wanted to let you know how I'm feeling now. So I am down over.
Dot, I can totally relate to that. Where I live, the power seems to go out every time we have any kind of storm. Be safe out there, man. All right, so Foodie here is now giving us the revelation that she is now officially on insulin. I do believe that Foodie has needed insulin for a long time, but I also believe that she's probably not been taking it, even though she probably should have been.
Overall, since my last weigh-in at the doctor.
Never.
Like November 2023, I weighed in at 166. And I'm actually, when I weighed in.
Okay, this is the weight loss also. What was the date that she said? Because I want to get this date. So hold on a second, folks.
I know that's going to mean for my body to adjust to all the medications.
What just
I
happened?
went to the clinic. I didn't eat much for the next 3 days.
Goodness, the video
Overall.
just accidentally went back. Where were we? About 3 minutes in?
Bits here and there. But I first wanted to just come and do an introduction because I didn't shoot one of those. And I just wanted to let you know how I'm feeling now. So I am down overall since my last weigh-in at the doctor. Like November 2023, I weighed in at 166.
Okay, November 23. Hold on a second. I could have sworn, I know I have a video that I just did like 2 months ago where she claimed to have been down to 150 something kilograms. I'm not crazy, am I? Didn't she just report having lost like 10 kilograms like 2 months ago? I could have swore she just said that she lost 12 kilograms like 2 months ago, something like that. She had just, and I remember everybody was skeptical saying, no, she didn't. That's BS. She's gotten bigger. She just erased that last weight loss. Now she's claiming that weight loss never happened and she was actually 160 something and now she's down, which is all BS anyway because these numbers are all fake. But the point is even her fake numbers aren't adding up anymore.
And I'm actually, when I weighed in this time at the same clinic, I'm 150 kgs, just like a little over that.
Not the mushy.
But that was, since I went to the clinic, I didn't eat much for the next 3 days after that. But I have started eating again, so I know I'll put on a bit of weight. I'm waiting for my body to adjust to all the medications, regulate blood sugar, get on a proper blood sugar regulating diet. And yes, I know that's going to mean eliminating a lot more carbs than I've been eating.
I think you're right, Dot.
I do realize that. But again, the higher blood sugars right now are probably mostly related to the infection, is what the doctor said.
Less than a day.
So I'm going
less than a week.
Work with the doctor, come up with a good medicine
Look
plan.
at tell you.
And then I was given
a
slip to go to one of the buildings, one of the clinics that are in the hospital to partake in a diabetes education program run by like some nurses, I think. So
okay, now this part doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Now, nothing makes sense to me. Well, I shouldn't say nothing, but here's what I'm saying. Chantal is saying that her blood sugar problem is relating to her kidney infection. But if it's mostly the kidney infection, why are they sending you to a diabetes education class now? Why? I mean, I'm not saying you don't need a diabetes education class, but if it's mostly the kidney infection, why are they so concerned about you getting diabetes education? And why would they give you insulin, which is I'm assuming that they want you to keep taking the insulin if it's just something temporary like a kidney problem. But whatever, I'm not a doctor, not a real doctor.
Diabetic nurses. So I will be excited for that because at this point, with my blood sugars not going down, like I thought I was doing okay. Like,
she thought she was doing okay
or not. It just depends. So I have to really,
respect Capricorn. And something, I like different stuff in music, but I respect people who enjoy the music they like and are unapologetic about it. I don't see anything wrong with liking what you like. Not everybody has to like the same stuff. I like all kinds of weird stuff. I like some jazz. I like some classical. I like some rock music. I like some heavy metal music. I like some hip hop even. I like all kinds of different stuff, but I certainly don't like everything. I'm not somebody who just likes all music. Like, so there's stuff I don't like. It's not like one genre that I don't
put
like.
More work into it, even more, because this time, I need to get on the right track and I need to get healthy, and that's what my focus in my life has to be right now. Or else there's not really going to be much else to focus on.
I think she's close to 500, Nirvana.
You've seen, like, my content and stuff. Like, I don't do much, and
agreed, Susie.
Makes it worse that it's so hot outside. Like, to do any major things, 100. I'm going to have to wait till I'm healthier, and I'm going to have to wait till it's a bit colder out, guys, because it's unbearable for me.
Gemini, I'm trying to cut through the chat a little bit to catch up, but that is so typical. And she just did a whole video talking about how she doesn't try to create a hug box. I believe that too, Stackish. Foodie goes back and forth on the incontinence, and I'm not trying to shame her because that's something that, that's an embarrassing thing, and that's not anything I would, once it's beyond out of your control, I'm not going to try, that's what it is, what it is. But it's just, she could probably try to improve it though, if she reduced her weight some. It's something that she probably could help to an extent, at least. It probably has to get wedged in there somehow. She needs burlap sacks. Yeah, Foodie always lies. Foodie always lies. Welcome in, Dorsey. Oh, by the way, I know you're from NYC. I got to get your opinion because we got a video tonight where Anna's in NYC and she's doing like a little vacation thing in there. So maybe you could let us know what you think of that. Yeah, she hasn't lost a darn thing, Mushy. Not a darn thing. Jeez. All right, I got to catch up on the chat, folks. I'm falling so far behind. My apologies. I know I missed a few of you. Welcome in, Gregathy. Welcome in, Detective Cochise. Welcome in, Queen of Awesome. If I missed anybody, just say hi and I will try to catch up. I know that I had to catch up on chat a little bit. My apologies, folks, but
especially with
it's such a great turnout tonight.
But we will still go, maybe grab a coffee. There's so many things you can do indoors here as well, as I've said many times. So all that being said, I guess that's all I want to say. So anyways, that is, that's it for now. I hope you enjoy this, and
look at the dish.
I'll keep you guys updated as things develop, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Oh, welcome to Have Apples. I missed you somewhere, but okay. Hopefully I got everybody welcome in. Welcome in, Jamaican Tea. Interesting. Leaky beauty. Booty duty. She was trying to drink water to give a pee sample. I hope she wasn't drinking pee to give a water sample. But okay, this is the woman who claims to have just lost 11 kilograms. Now, of course, weight is relative. It's possible to be heavy and lose weight. Absolutely. You could be bigger and get smaller. It happens all the time. But we've seen Foodie. Yes, she's normally heavily filtered, but I have no reason to believe she's not filtered here. This shirt is absolutely is looking very tight. Look how the buttons are. It's I'm trying to think of the right word for it. It's like pocketing, where the space is between the buttons. That happened to me when I got really heavy and my shirts didn't fit anymore. This shirt doesn't even fit anymore. And this is a big shirt. This is a shirt that she got more recently. So if she's busting out of this shirt around the belly area, means that she's gained weight. It's just, unless the shirt shrank a whole size or something, which I don't believe, but yeah. So for her to claim she's lost weight, it just doesn't add up. It doesn't add up in the slightest. Welcome to Tucker and Friends. Hey, no problem. Okay, I'm going to say this. I have not been to a hospital recently, thank God. Nothing wrong with hospitals if you have to go, but I'm glad I don't have to. But this looks pretty good as far as what they serve in hospitals. Like this hospital there, they give you a cup of milk, and this piece of bread looks tasty. And she said it was unsweetened, which I'm sure she hated, but it actually looks good. It looks like good fresh bread. So there you go. She looks huge, exactly. I don't think she could tell you seriously. Like that fupa is like, it's like she's got a like a beach ball between her legs at this point. It's that big. And she wants to claim she's lost weight. Right now, Stowe's very, very good catch there. Agreed, Julia. It would be obvious. I think this is why Foodie got so angry. Foodie did a video recently. We only have so much time. We can't watch all of them. But she did a video recently. I think Hannibal or Skinny probably covered it, though. Where she is so angry. She is just raging, seething with rage, just cursing people out straight up. Not even trying to act respectful. Just cursing people out, going off, saying incredibly rude stuff. Because she has to admit to everybody, we were all right the whole time. She's going on the insulin now. Her relationship is a joke. everything she said was never going to happen is happening. Now she's got kidney failure as well. It's just craziness. It's craziness. Welcome into Sense of Wonder, and welcome into anybody I missed. My apologies. I know I cut out some chat tonight. Just there's a lot of great comments. Yeah, Violet after eating the blueberries. Hey, that's awesome, Monkey Beck. Nothing wrong with getting a tan. Just be careful. Make sure to use some sunblock. Don't go too long in the sun uninterrupted. But I'm sure you know what you're doing. Welcome in, Purple Lilacs. Welcome in, Oranges. Good to have you in. Welcome in, Fandama. That would be a good first question to ask. Next time Skinny Queen talks to Aleb, maybe she could ask him that. But this food looks really good, in my opinion. As far as hospital food goes, this chicken looks a little bit dry. But for a hospital, it looks pretty good. I would eat this. She claimed she didn't finish it either. When she's shitting. Yeah, when she's sitting. Yeah, it does. I wonder if like an alien's gonna pop out. It's no joke.
So
serious stuff.
We came all the way to the appointment in the morning because there wasn't like a specified time on the paper. And so
it was a good one.
We have to come after 2 at this specific clinic. So I'll find out more after. I'm gonna just.
The only Mount Everest she's climbing is if she tries to walk up her fupa. No, it's really not, Dot. And I would not wish that on anybody. I had a relative who had to go through that, and it was very unpleasant for them. I mean, they were already elderly, for better or for worse. But at any age, it's no fun. Oh, Salah brought it in. Okay. Oh, thank you, Mushy. I didn't notice that part. Well, yeah. I mean, there wouldn't be any left after Chantal finished touching it anyway. But yeah, apparently it was brought in. That's why it looks good. Only welcome in, Talio. I don't know if I remember I welcomed in, but yeah, right. Like she was so impressed by how modern it was. It was so modern. They had electrical machines, and they took your blood with a needle. They didn't use a leech. They had pills and tablets. It was a very advanced place. Agreed, Oranges. That's why I thought it was a hospital portion, because it looked so normal sized. It looked like, a healthy sized portion. That's a good question, Queen of Awesome. All I could think is that because the hospitals there are privately run, it was maybe something like, hey, you could we'd like you to stay for a few more days, but it's going to be expensive. Okay, that's what I was thinking. It probably something like that, where they just told her, hey, you can only keep you here for so long. Oh, yes, thank you, Hannibal. And everyone, if you're enjoying the show, please click that like button. It helps out a lot. And anybody watching the replay, also, if you click that like button, helps out the channel. Also, the subscribe button. If you'd like to see more of this content, be sure to click that bell if you'd like to get a notification. Oh, to the hospital, you mean? That's a good point, Stackish. I do not think Foodie would keep up with her dialysis as needed. And from my understanding, if you don't keep up with dialysis, it can lead to like some serious permanent issues, which is not a good thing. I'm the same way, Gemini. I don't have any hatred for Foodie. I don't like some of the things she does, but I try not to get upset. But she's throwing her whatever little health she has away. Okay, let's let this run a little, because this is the last few minutes of this video.
Just a mix of clips I took along my little journey of being sick. We have to nail this. We have to get this all under control. And but yeah, I'm taking my health seriously.
Okay.
For those concerned about that. So yeah.
Look at me, Daniel Bashir. Is this your first night? Good to have you.
Be patient. I have to be patient as well, and we will see. Like I have,
Yes, welcome in, Lady Night Off.
Slip to get some diabetes education, so I'm going to be signing up for that.
Welcome everybody.
I have this appointment. I'm going to be being followed by doctors and everything, so don't worry. We will figure this out.
Say that.
It's, frustrating, but
that's awesome. I love.
Anyway, so that is that, and
let me give a shout out to Skinny Queen Sarah Jade. She's not here right now, but Sarah Jade is a big part of this channel. She's a friend of mine. I try to guest on her channel when I can. I unfortunately have not been doing it as often of late, but yes, Sarah Jade, Skinny Queen Reacts, awesome channel. Check her out. Does a lot of great content on there.
In the next video. Thank you for watching. But overall, I would say the experience.
Cam's very morbid
at
tonight.
The Kuwait hospitals are very
Agreed, Julia.
good. Very, very good. I had a good experience.
Yes,
I don't
indeed.
know,
Welcome
just
to all the
good-
new folks
I
tonight.
guess I don't know what you call it. Service
Welcome
from
in.
the nurses, the doctors, the staff, all that
Oh,
stuff.
been here
So
before,
I feel
Daniel?
like
I'm sorry.
Just didn't
Just didn't
taken
remember you.
care
We got
of,
so many
and
people in
I
tonight.
can keep
Good to have
seeing
you.
different doctors if I need to. Like, I don't feel as worried about it. I feel like I can relax a bit knowing that I do have access to healthcare here. That was something I was worried about, just like it just being very
Or just, on one hand, I think you might be right that Foodie likes to exaggerate her illnesses. But for anybody not aware, Munchausen syndrome is when somebody makes up fake illnesses for attention. But I think, on the other hand, that at her weight and the way she eats and all the other factors, she probably has a lot of real illnesses. So, I mean, she might be exaggerating them to an extent, but I feel like she probably is legitimately ill in a lot of ways.
crazy and very
I'm not sure how that
expensive and
qualifies.
just everything. So I'm just really relieved about that part, and I'll keep you guys updated. I know I wasn't going to talk about health,
That
but
makes
that's
sense.
like going to be my whole life right now. Is trying to figure this out, get my blood sugars under control, get this infection gone, because that's affecting the blood sugars majorly. The doctor did say that, and
Oh wow, Monkey Mac.
I need to figure it out for sure.
I know we have a lot of people in chat who have a lot of experiences with all kinds of conditions, and I didn't realize that you had experience firsthand with a lot of this. But that's why I love having all your opinions on this. A friend of yours. Okay. Well, either way, it's still frustrating. No worries. I still figured out what you meant. Yeah, welcome in, Crab Apples. I missed you tonight. I don't know where you are in the chat. I haven't seen you, but I hear you're here somewhere. Welcome in, Fiona's mom. Good to have you tonight. I know that I'm missing a few people. I'm missing a few people's chats, but I'm still glad to have you here. All right, let's let the video play out at the very end.
Just has to happen. So anyways, okay, so we are going to come back in the afternoon and I'll do another vlog. So stay tuned. Bye.
Okay, so that's the incredible shrinking Beezer. I might have, depending how much time we have later, I don't know, we may cover some more Chantal, but I want to break it up with our girl, Glitter and Lasers. She just posted a new video, a travel log in New York City. But I also have a treat. I have some Instagram posts where she actually discusses her health, because I know that's been an issue. Glitter and Lasers has gotten surgery, liposuction for her lipedema. There's been some controversy over whether or not the surgery is going to be effective. Maybe I shouldn't say there's been controversy. I should say there's been more discussion over whether or not it would be effective. In my opinion, I think that it might be helpful, but I think that she needs to work on her issues with food. She needs to work on her issues with her overall health before she concentrates on trying to get her body looking a certain way. I think her priorities are a little out of order in that sense. And she might say, well, she needs to get this fat removed for other reasons, but if she hasn't healed her relationship with food and all those other things that need to be done, it's going to be counterproductive in the long term, in my opinion. So let me share some of these screens. Let me pull these up. All right, 1 second here. Share the screen. All right. So here we go. We got Glitter and Lasers Instagram. And let me go catch up on the comments real quick. Yep. And by the way, it appears it's a sponsored surgery as well. That much like Glitter and Lasers exercise program, much like her vacations, it's all a part of an advertising program, which doesn't automatically make it bad, but it just puts her in a bit of a conflict of interest, in my opinion. Indeed, Camps. Yes, she did Fadnama. I actually mentioned that earlier. I totally agree. Kidney J puts out some great videos, and she did a great video going into further depth on Foodie's kidney crisis. Just to reiterate for anybody who missed the first part of the show, we're talking about Foodie's recent hospitalization because of apparently her kidney disease has come back, and it's caused her blood sugar to go out of control. So I was too slow to understand it, very likely. Welcome in, Free to Deep. Does she do anything that isn't monetized? At this point, I'm starting to think no. Because I don't think she can even cry without monetizing it. Every video she does is got a sponsor. It's like if she starts crying, she's got a sponsor for Kleenex. Respect, Julia. You know, Fiona's mom, it's okay to be concerned for her, because sometimes it's one thing to say, hey, I don't like this person, but it's just a normal human instinct to see somebody sick and to just have that instinct that you say, oh, I hope they do better. It's a normal instinct, and I understand that. It looks like she is. It looks like she is. Agreed, Dot. Oh, yes, please lay night on. Okay. So, yes, it was a plastic surgeon. And I do want to say something that I am not against getting surgery for if you have stubborn fat deposits. In fact, a lot of people, after getting weight loss surgery or losing a large amount of weight, will have deposits of fat that are very stubborn. And even though they've lost a lot of weight, they have loose skin and they have extra body fat. And no matter how much weight they lose, that last little bit just doesn't want to go away. And that's a legitimate thing that absolutely happens to a lot of people. And I sympathize with that. I can even relate to that a little bit. I've got some fat deposits like on my belly that just probably aren't going to go away. I mean, yes, I could still lose more weight, but even if I did, I'm probably still going to have a little bit of flab on there. And that's just normal. It's just a normal human condition. I don't think it makes me a freak or anything. Anyway, so I'm not going to read this whole thing, but Glitter and Lasers here has decided to have surgery to treat her lipedema. Actually, let me read the other screenshot first. Hold on. This one here. This was from about a month ago. She went to LA to meet with a specialist to discuss removal of her lipedema. Her lipedema is her body fat, to get liposuction, in other words. I went to just discuss liposuction. I just returned home from my liposuction consultation, and mentally I'm overwhelmed. On one hand, I feel more sane. I stopped losing weight a few months ago and thought I was the problem. I know I had lipedema, but surely I had normal fat I could lose, right? I must not be doing enough. The comments have haunted me for years, expanding their space in my brain. You're not working hard enough. You're eating too much. You're lying to yourself. These are all legitimate things that she probably should be addressing, especially the last one. She is lying to herself. We're about to watch a video of her going to New York and eating bagels with cream cheese and cotton candy. Just keep that in mind when she says that she's eating too much. Anyway, she's beating herself up thinking that it's not possible for her to lose weight. Turns out she's actually spent the last few months beating herself for no reason. According to her, her lipedema is so severe that the majority of her body weight is unburnable. It's unburnable. It cannot be lost. Doesn't matter how little she eats, how much she exercises. She just cannot get any smaller. Just won't happen. This means surgery, or rather multiple surgeries, are required. I knew surgery was in my future, personality transplant, but I wasn't prepared for this. It's been a lot to take in. Don't have any wise words for today. Just trying to process what this means for me. I appreciate people wanting to be helpful, but I am not interested in alternative treatment options. I'm not interested in losing weight or eating healthier or anything like that. Just shut up and I'm going to get my surgery. And if you don't like it, well, you probably just can't afford it. All right. It's okay, Jamie. Welcome to Kiki. Good to have you tonight. I will say this. I'm not going to get into the cosmetic debate because I think it probably was, but I'm not going to get into that debate. I'm going to say more that I don't believe the part where she says she could not lose any more weight, because this is a woman claiming to eat 1,800 calories a day and to walk 2 miles a day. It's not adding up. It's not adding up. The calories, it's not possible to be eating in a caloric deficit without losing any weight. If her body fat was immune to being burned, then wouldn't she be losing muscle? Wouldn't her skin be getting bad? Well, her skin is kind of bad, to be fair, but like wouldn't, or like her hair be falling out, her nails? Like if you are in a caloric deficit and your body has no body fat to lose, other parts of your body are going to atrophy. Your muscles are going to atrophy. You're gonna get sick. You're gonna get sickly. Your hair's gonna fall out. All kinds of stuff. So, all right. Hopefully, you folks understand what I'm saying. I'm glad you like it here, Jem. I don't know if it can always be so good. Yes, that's another thing. She's been on weight loss medication the entire time, sponsored. Agreed, Julia. I totally understand that. I've struggled with weight throughout my life. I'm thankfully at a healthy weight now. I've maintained it for a while now. A lot of people in chat can relate. And even if you're not at a healthy weight, it's not a bad thing about you. It just is what it is. But it's important to understand that we have some degree of control over our own health. Yes, there are factors beyond our control. Some of us just naturally have strong cravings for foods. Some of us were raised without good role models with healthy eating habits. So some of us, start off at disadvantage. But over time, we can work on that. We can improve that. Agreed, Wooly. Agreed. Welcome in, Catsy. No, I try to keep it nice in here. They lied. They lied to their. What bothers about Anna is she lies to her audience, and her audience uses her as a role model. She sponsors content and lies to her audience. She lies to them saying things like, "Hey, you can do exercises, high impact exercise, no matter how heavy you are." That she shows them to do lunges, which is an exercise that will destroy your knees if you're very overweight. She says things like, "Oh, well, if you're overweight, if you have a lot of body fat, you might need liposuction. It might not be possible for you to lose it through diet and exercise." I feel like she says irresponsible things to her audience, and obviously she could say what she wants, but all right. So let me put on a video now. Enough of me just talking and reading this post. Let me put on a video to break this up a little bit. I've got a video by Anna, so let me pull that up. It's her latest video where she goes to New York City, apparently a place that she used to live. I didn't know that until recently. New York, New York.
Help me on my journey. I've got two things to support.
One thing about Anna I do like, but again, I think this is because of her producer, John. Her videos are always really loud. And for better or for worse, I'd rather have a loud video because I can turn it down. Although I'm not saying I like to hear Anna's voice loudly, but you get what I'm saying. Foodie's videos are just always so darn quiet, unless she's recording or eating, in which case they're always way too loud.
The first, sweet-ass compression socks. The second, a dog that really also would like a bagel.
Oh, what'd she say? I missed.
Help me on my journey. I've got two things to support me. The first, sweet-ass compression socks. The second, a dog that really also would like a bagel. So
she brought her dog with her who wants a bagel. Apparently, it's the middle of a heat wave in New York City right now. So I don't know when this video was recorded. I'm going to assume this is before she got the surgery. That's another thing about Anna. She's always very deceptive with her editing. She's always putting out videos out of order from when they were recorded. So you can never actually know what she's doing. She'll tell you she's on a weight loss diet. Then she'll post a video of her eating junk food. And then you'll say, "Well, Anna, you're eating junk food in the video." She'll say, "Oh, well, that's an old video." Or she'll post a video of herself eating junk food. And then she'll post a video saying she's on a diet. And you'll say, "Anna, I thought you were on a diet." And say, "Well, that diet was an old video." Like she's always telling us, she always intentionally obfuscates when she actually does things.
We are bagel buddies.
And these glasses are horrible. These look like cheap cardboard 3D glasses like you'd get in a movie theater, don't they?
We will pursue our journey together, and we will succeed. Girl talk, compression.
Well, no, that is, well, the thing is, though, you can't lose it, but you can shrink it to an extent. And I did look up the number one suggested treatment for lipedema. It was diet and exercise from what I read. So you may not be able to lose the fat, but you can reduce the size of it. You can reduce the inflammation. You can reduce the amount of fluid retained within the fat. And that would then make it easier to take it off with liposuction. Then it would be a small area of fat. It would be a small area of lipomas that could be removed.
Socks are not that sexy, but I'm trying to convince myself they're stylish. What do you think? Are these super cool or just, not so great? They're striped. They're striped. So we started our journey at the West End Grand Central, which is on 42nd Street, and either 2nd or 3rd. And we're going to Tompkins Square Bagels, which is in Tompkins Square, which is several long blocks.
Well, she hasn't actually had the surgery yet in this video.
Long blocks down. I should know the exact address. I did not. But that's part of the adventure. Or part of the floor planning. Pick which one works better for you. So, yeah. That's where we're headed. But I Google Maps it.
She's not actually posted. Well, I know that it can get bigger. I know. Well, I mean, here's the thing, though. If she's in a calorie deficit, the body's something. It has to go somewhere. Like if she's not eating enough, like she has fat that's not lipedema fat. Like there's a bunch of fat on her body that she can still lose. Like I don't believe that she can't lose any more fat. That's the thing. Like she may not be able to lose this fat in her legs, but she could lose this fat in her arms. She could lose the fat in her neck. She could like I just don't believe that every bit of her body is fat that she cannot lose. And if she can't lose any of that fat, then where are the calories going? If she's in a calorie deficit and she can't lose fat, then she would have to be losing muscle. You get what I'm saying? Like your body, like something has to go. If you're in a calorie deficit, you can't maintain your body weight. If you can't lose fat, then your body weight will decrease from something else. You'll lose muscle weight. You'll lose your hair. Your skin will get thinner. Like you'll lose collagen in your skin. You'll lose visceral fat. Your organs will shrink. But you get what I'm saying? If you're consuming a caloric deficit, your body will waste away. So if you have excess fat and your body fat can't be burned, but you're actually in a real caloric deficit, other parts of your body are going to start to waste away. And I don't see Anna wasting away. I don't see her muscles shrinking. I don't see her hair falling out. I don't see her nails falling out. I don't see her. I don't see her getting the symptoms of somebody who is who's malnourished, who's eating so little that she can't maintain her body weight. And I just don't see that. And until she's actually in a real caloric deficit, I just don't believe she's in a real caloric deficit. I just don't believe it. There's still so much body fat on her that she could be losing.
This is Pershing's. It's been here for freaking forever. But it's a quick breakfast. It's a salad breakfast. And we're right across.
That's what I'm thinking too, Jamaican Ting. Like around the legs, those thighs and her butt. That absolutely, that's not going to go anywhere. If she lost weight, that area will get smaller, but she's still going to have that lumpy, fatty butt, and she's going to need surgery for that. And I'm not against her getting surgery. But she's not being honest to herself when she says she can't lose any weight, by doing anything. She has a lot of weight elsewhere in her body. You know what I mean? Like there's still a lot of weight she can lose. So and I'm not saying she has to do it. It's her life. She can do what she wants, but she's not being honest to her audience when she says, I can't lose any weight. It's not possible for me to lose any weight. I'm not saying she could shrink her butt and her thighs. That is what that is. But she could only do so much for that. That is what it is. But the rest of her could certainly get smaller.
From Grand Central. And so this walk is
like
not
even if you look at the shape of her arm, like this does not have the shape of that lipedema. This is smooth. This is smooth fat here. This is all like smooth, healthy fat, or at least I guess as close to healthy as you can call it.
Efficiency. Let's go inside. Grand Central's just really pretty. And I'm like, you know what?
It might be. I hope not.
We're here. And I want to see it. And I told myself I would do whatever the hell I wanted on this walk. So this is what I want to do.
But Steady C, that's the thing I don't understand. Anna's always buying new clothes, though. That's the thing about Anna. She's always buying new clothes, but none of it ever fits. I don't get it. And I can understand if sometimes it doesn't fit, but it's and yes, Jamaica Ting, thank you again. I think that's a good analysis there. I don't know how much exactly it is, but it could not be the majority of her body weight at this point. It can't be. Like she's got that yeah, she does. She unfortunately does. She seems to have lost all her weight there, but it is what it is, right? You know. It's my job. It's my job. I don't get paid.
Grand Central is a train station, and it's old, and that's about all I know about Grand Central. Oh, it's also pretty and old.
And let me just say once more, just to clear this up, because I don't want people to think I'm picking on Anna. I don't have a problem with her getting the surgery. I don't. I just think that she needs to be straight up about the part where she says she cannot lose any weight despite eating a low-calorie diet and exercising. If she said, I can't get my calories down low enough, no matter what I do, I can't stay on my diet. I just can't lose any weight because my relationship with food is so terrible. My weight loss medication has not been working. If she was sharing the struggles of being an obese person, I could relate to that. I could respect that. But she's minimizing and misleading people about the real struggles and presenting an image that is not authentic, in my opinion.
I should know more. Not a historian. We're learning so much on this channel today. Let me look at this. The best part is to see it.
It's not the worst job. They do look like 3D glasses, don't they? That's what I thought. They look like those cheap 3D glasses you get at the movie theater.
That's so cool. To do it right in the center. That guy doing a sweet photo shoot. I don't want to cramp his style. I love that. We take all the beautiful photos you want, sir. Okay, I'm done. Let's go. I don't know if this company's still around.
It's tough.
But if you ever see a truck like this, and it says Big Gay Ice Cream Truck on the side, you should go. And you should.
The real deal. Does that say Big Gay Ice Cream Truck? It looks like the Big Dirty Ice Cream Truck. Although it could just be the Big Old Ice Cream Truck. But it's probably the Big Expensive Ice Cream Truck. I'll say that. I've got a feeling that an ice cream truck in New York City is probably like $6 for an ice cream. But you know what? Support your local business. I mean, I'm torn on this one. If you go to you got to, I'm not saying it's not like you could buy ice cream on Amazon, or I'm not even saying you should. It's unfortunate. Where do you go to get a decent price on ice cream these days?
To get the B. Arthur, because that's freaking delicious. Man, I hope they survived the pandemic. You just never know. So John turned to me and he described me so accurately. They hype you up for 50 minutes, and then they do, it's like watching your nephew dance in his bedroom. Look what I can do. But on the street. Now, occasionally you'll get a crew that's really good.
I agree with you, Gemini. A lot of people say oh, well, Anna's so tall, it's a bad thing. It makes her heavier. But I actually think her being taller helps stretch out her shape and makes her look less squat. Look at Foodie by comparison. Foodie probably weighs 50 pounds less than Anna, but she looks way, way heavier because she's a foot shorter.
But most of the time, that's not the case. We're at the New York Public Library.
We need cheaper ice cream.
To read. We love an educated king. Actually, I did not come here often when I lived here because prior to recent times, it was very difficult to get.
It's a real place. Okay, I stand corrected. Anna was not just joking. So that's a real place. Well, as long as they're giving good ice cream, that's what matters.
A card here. You had to live in the city. If you lived in Brooklyn or Queens, now anybody can get a card.
I'll tell you folks a funny story. I went to New York one time. I've only been there 2 times. But one time I was there, I was in Grand Central Station, and there was a place called California Burrito. And I was like, I got to go to California Burrito when I'm in New York City. I just thought that was really funny that I got a commemorative cup from California Burrito while I was in New York City. I thought that was the funniest thing to me.
Part here. And part of the reason they're doing that, and again, this is off the top of my mind, so I might be wrong.
Oh, I'm sorry to
But
hear that, Gemini.
leave it so people can have access to books that are banned in schools.
I love it.
Well, let me double fact check that. We'll put some.
I love it. You're going to notice a lot of side eye. I didn't notice that one earlier, but if you watch a little bit later, you're going to get a lot of good side eye. So be sure to let me know. I'm going to try to catch as much of it as I can.
Text if I'm wrong, but I believe they've opened it up to any student. It's kind of dope. watching them is like, what you can do? Who's gonna give me money? Now what?
I'll say this. I'm glad that Anna walks. My question though is, I mean, how does she walk? How much does she eat to walk and not be able to get any healthier? Right? Like I know that back when I used to be at my heaviest, I used to walk a lot and I used to be able to walk. And man, I used to pound a lot of food away to maintain that size. So I can only imagine.
Gotta hydrate. You know what else I do too?
I could believe that.
I'm just gonna do it because I think it's gonna help him.
Dude.
Oh, keep you nice and cold.
Okay, you know what then?
Oh, God.
Capricorn, since you told me exactly where to look, we're going to put it on. All right, we got to go back to 446.
He's still around. But if you ever see a truck like this, and it says big gay ice cream truck on the side,
all right, we're going to watch for the side eye.
You should go. And you should get the B. Arthur, because that's freaking delicious.
Man, the girl in the black there just gave her the side eye. Look at that. The girl in the black dress here.
And you should get the B. Arthur, because that's
She's like,
freaking delicious.
Look at that.
Man, I hope they survived the pandemic. You just like never know. So John turned to me and he described me so accurately. They hype you up for 50 minutes and then they do like it's like watching your nephew dance in his bedroom.
Oh, that one there. Yes.
Like,
the girl with the dog. Oh my God. That is okay. The first one was just like, that was the first side eye was just kind of joking. That is a real side eye right there. That is, Anna is in the shade. And I don't mean from this tree above her. That lady in the white has got all the shade she needs.
The street. Now, occasionally you'll get a crew that's like really good. But most of the time, we're at the New York Public Library. Oh, Dana wants to read. We love an educated kid.
I think Anna is probably the closest to getting in shape out of any of the girls. I think that if Anna took her, I think Anna, if she took it seriously, could get in shape. That's why I don't think she's taking it seriously. I don't believe that she couldn't get in shape if she really dedicated herself. I believe she's not that far. She has a lot of weight to lose, yeah, but she does have some fitness, unlike somebody like Foodie, who's basically bedbound. At the same time, if Anna doesn't do something about the weight, that fitness is eventually going to leave her. You can only maintain fitness for so long at that size.
Actually, I did not come here often when I lived here because prior to like recent times,
that was great.
It was very difficult to get a card here. You had to live in the city. Like if you lived in Brooklyn or Queens, you couldn't get a card here.
Okay, I want to get an opinion from anybody in New York City. What do you think of this apparent policy change where they made it easier to get a card to use the New York libraries? Apparently, you had to live in the borough, I think is what she's saying, to get a card. And now anybody from outside the city can get a library card very easily. Does that lead to a lot of like too many people at the library? Does it lead to overcrowding or anything like that? Does it lead to books being taken and not being returned? I'm interested. You know, you could, I mean, I guess you're not anonymous here entirely, but.
Now anybody can get a card here. And part of the reason they're doing that, and again, this is at the top of my mind, so I might be wrong, but I believe it so people can have access to books that are banned in schools. Well, let me double fact check that. We'll put some text if I'm wrong.
I still think Anna could do a little more. I just personally, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I'm going to stand on that. I believe that Anna still could, I don't believe that she's really only on an 1,800 calorie diet. I don't believe that. I just don't. If she's only on 1,800 calories a day and I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But I just don't believe it. I just don't believe it. Like she eats the way she eats in this one video, the way she eats in every video. She's always on cruises. Like just the way she eats doesn't look like she's really on 1,800 calories a day. And maybe it's alcohol, but she's getting those calories from somewhere. So I just feel like she is shortchanging herself. I feel like if she, I just have trouble believing it. I just do. Because every time we get somebody who says that they are unable to lose weight despite dieting, whenever they're put in a controlled environment, they always lose weight.
But I believe they've opened it up to like any student. It's kind of dope. Watching them is like, what you can do.
That is an interesting point, Patsy. I keep stopping the video, but that is a very good point, I think. I think that you're right about that. Her entire brand is wrapped up in being big. So if she lost the weight and got like really small and got a bunch of surgeries and just completely changed her appearance, what would she even be anymore? She would lose her entire identity. I mean, not that I don't want her to be healthy, but would she still, how would she market herself if she was healthy?
Who's gonna give me money? No one.
Okay, that's good then. That's good.
Gotta hydrate. You know what else I do too? I'm
Good
just gonna
question.
do it because I think it's gonna help him cool down.
Okay, on one hand, I like that Ann is washing her dog down. On the other hand, the fact that she's got bottled water, that's pretty. That dog is very fortunate. That I mean, those I've got a feeling those waters are expensive in New York City to buy a bottle of water just to dump on your dog.
Oh, keep you nice and cold. Yeah, like we do it. Oh God. Shook it all up on me. When we were getting water for Data, one of the vendors' little kids, Chris, who was an absolute angel of a child, came over, pet Data, filled his water bottle. Then we told him that I was putting water on top of Data to keep him cool. He's like, I want to help. So they started pouring water all over the. His mom was like, Chris, no. I was like, it's okay. And he was just like, oh,
That is true.
It's hard to do that. Like, no. Chris, you just made my whole life.
I keep changing the volume and now I can't hear what she's saying. Let me go back a little bit.
I was like, it's okay.
Well, no, I agree with you, Jamie. People can plateau. I do agree with you there, but I don't think Anna's anywhere near her plateau. I think like I said, I find it hard to believe. If it's true, it is, but I just feel like she's nowhere near her plateau. She seems to be carrying hundreds and hundreds of pounds of body fat, which is, if that's a plateau, that's a temporary plateau. I just don't believe that she can't lose some more weight. I believe there's still some more weight that she could still lose. And plateauing is a thing, but I don't think that she's hit the end of her journey. I don't think she's there yet. I think that she could still get a little more off. And yes, last 15 pounds is one thing, but that's a lot more than 15 pounds Anna's carrying.
He was just like, I love your dog. And then when we walked, he was like, no. Chris, you just made my whole life. You just made my whole life. Sweet angel baby, never change. Stay sweet and wholesome and kind for the rest of your life. And I hope someday you get a dog. One thing I forgot that's really funny is Chris was like, why are you wearing those socks? And I didn't know what to say, so I said, I'm sick. And I was just discussing it with John, and I was like, that was such a terrible answer. I should have been like, because I'm a superhero, and these socks help me fight crime. That's what I should have said. But instead I said, because I'm sick, which is the saddest answer I could have given. If you can think of a better answer, I'd love to know it down below. But for today, if anybody asks me again, why are you wearing those socks? That's what I'm going to say.
Why is she wearing those socks? Well, there's nothing wrong with wearing compression socks. I'm not against that. Yeah, I think that's true. I
don't need any of this. But there's a part of me that would just love a lot of this really.
Oh, I guess we're going to have to agree to disagree on this one, Jamie. I think Anna is very far from the weight that she could achieve through diet and exercise. I think she still has a long ways that she could still go. But hey, I could be wrong. I haven't personally diagnosed or treated her.
Weird stuff in my house.
I don't know. I'm not a real doctor at all. I certainly don't know.
Ombre to pink dog statue. Like, who doesn't need one of those in their house? Okay, so here's the thing that's really good about it. And I'm hoping today is a special day. Because if it's not, if I walk out this way and they don't have it, I'm going to be mad. But they rotate their cream cheeses a lot, so there's different flavors all the time. I could write a whole thing about it. But.
And I just want to point out one other thing. The obvious, the elephant in the room, the way this video is titled, I walked 2 miles for a bagel in NYC. Is she implying that walking 2 miles is going to burn off more calories than eating a bagel with cream cheese? Because it's not. A bagel with cream cheese is going to be like 600 calories or more. I doubt that walking 2 miles is going to burn 600 calories. I mean, let's say it takes Anna 30 minutes to walk a mile. That's 1 hour of walking. That's not going to burn 600 calories.
There's one cream cheese. There's one cream cheese that's superior to all others, and that's the Kalamata olive cream cheese. And theirs in particular is And I love that on a nice.
If it helps her, I hope it does. Like I don't.
At heart.
Like, let me say this: I'm happy for Anna that she can afford to get the surgery. I don't have any problem with her getting the surgery. I think it's good that she can afford to get it. I just hope that it is truly effective for her. I hope that it is not just a doctor selling her a quick fix that isn't truly going to help her long term. Because we'll see after she gets the surgery. If she doesn't regain any weight, then it would indicate that she's doing well by herself for her health. But if she's not eating right, she's going to regain the weight shortly after the surgery. So we'll see within a year, I guess, whether it's. But I mean, if she keeps getting surgery after surgery, it's going to be hard to tell. But eventually, we'll see if she's able to maintain the results herself. And for her sake, I hope she is.
So.
I don't want her to be in bad shape.
You can get that combo in other places, but it's just not as good. It's just not as good.
I would respect walking it that way.
Okay, so this is a place I've always wanted to go to that immediately was here. I didn't know it was, but then I saw it. And I thought it closed for the day, but it's just opening for the day, so we can go. So we've been here like 30 to 40 minutes, and it's still not up and running. And their artist is running late.
All right, so Anna's here to get cotton candy. And again, nothing wrong with having a treat. But I know, is this one of those days where she only ate 1,800 calories? Because I find it hard to believe that that all she ate was a bagel, cream cheese, and cotton candy all day. And that's probably over 1,000 calories right there.
And I have a limited amount of capacity for standing and walking a day. And I really want that bagel. So we might have to abandon this side quest. And a little bummed, but it's okay. I'd rather have the bagel.
Well, the bagel itself, it depends on the bagel. If you get one of those small, like toaster bagels, they might only be 200 calories, 180 calories or something. But if you get one of those big New York City style bagels, one of those big bakery bagels, those things are like 400 calories each, 380 calories a piece. Then if you put another 200 calories of cream cheese on top, you're looking at 600 calories. It's really, it's tough, but it is what it is. On those bagels if you put on that cream cheese, they are fattening.
It's funny, right? As I gave up hope, the artist showed up.
They are tasty though.
Now we gotta wait like 10 minutes for the artist to make the creation. So I'll be honest, I'm impatient and I'm tired of waiting. So this better be good.
I will say, Fallen Angel, a lot of people say that in New York City, they're able to do a lot more walking, so it helps them actually keep their weight down. So not to say there aren't plenty of people who in New York who are overweight, but allegedly, some people say that they actually lose weight if they move to the city because they do more walking. That's what I've heard. I know that's not true for everybody, but I've heard that for a lot of people that is true. So hopefully. It actually sounds like they are. She said multiple surgeries and they're sponsored. So maybe she will get like 8 surgeries with 20 pounds each time. I could see that.
So cute. Okay, here we go. Oh. I'm gonna taste like cotton candy. It's really cool cotton candy. Okay.
All right, I will say 2 things I'm going to say. One, I think this sculpture is pretty good. This is a pretty good looking sculpture. I'm not an expert on cotton candy sculptures, but I'm going to say that this looks like a good one. The fact they got, multiple different colors and everything. The hearts look good. The horn has the little curve on it. It looks like they did a good job with the sculpture. Do you notice though that she wasn't even able to keep from eating it for like 10 seconds? Like it look how quickly it gets eaten. She doesn't even bother to, like, he hands it to her and like 10 seconds later, she's already tearing into it.
So cute. Okay, here we go. Whoa. I'm gonna taste like cotton candy. It's really cool cotton candy. Okay. That's the hot rocks. Because that cotton candy on another level. I just looked down. Of course. I hope you were worth it. You were. Okay, so this has got
She ate the entire thing standing there. You would think that she would have put it in a bag, brought it home, maybe shared it with somebody. No, she's just going to eat the entire thing on the spot. I mean, I guess you're allowed to do what you want with it. It's your food, but I just feel like something like that is meant to be shared. It's meant to be, something like that's more like a treat that you should share with somebody.
Worse. So I have an idea. There's forks happening in this. And
oh, yeah.
Of course.
Anna can never go a video without making us look at her half naked. She always exposes herself every chance she gets. Even in New York City, she still has to take her shirt off. What is going on with this woman? How come she can never keep her clothing on? She's like a nudist.
This is what you learn as a messy person.
Don't be too skinny.
How will they know?
Cotton candy is one of those things that it's delicious for the first few bites, but after that, it just gets kind of sticky and eh. I mean, I don't know. Maybe if they flavor it with something, it's better. That's a fair opinion. I think it's the kind of thing that as a gift would be cool, but just buying it to eat, it's a little bit weird, but whatever. I mean, once in a while, it's not a huge deal. For me, at least. That is a good thing.
We took a little break because my feet were hurting.
I think she looked okay.
And I made the tough call that this walk meant that I couldn't go to a Broadway show because I'm going to crash real hard after this. This was really hard.
So she said she wanted to go to a Broadway show, but she can't because after walking, she doesn't have enough energy to watch the show, which I guess. I mean, maybe if it's a really good show, but
it's like super embarrassing to say because like literally a month ago I ran a 5K. But
okay. This 5K myth. This is a myth. And it's not that she didn't complete a 5K of exercise, because she did, but she walked it. And I respect that she walked it, but she should stop saying she ran it when she didn't run it. She did like 30-minute miles or something like that. Like 25-minute miles. That's not running. And I'm not trying to be mean or rude, but just be honest with yourself. Say, hey, I walked the 5K. It was great. And next time I'm going to try to, walk even more. But don't mislead your audience by saying you ran it when you walked it.
Part of going off all my anti-inflammatories and not being able to take Advil and my body just rebelling against life is this. It's a lot more sitting and a lot slower pace, and I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I do not like it. So we took a little break, but now we have to get moving because the bagel place closes at 5 and it is for something. A really good point. And we still have about a half a mile to walk. So we're going to go. We're going to get our bagel because that's what we came here to do. And if I walked all that way and there was no bagel, I'd be so pissed. And I'm already mad at my body. I don't need to be doubly mad at myself for poor decision making. So off we go.
I'll tell you a little bit, but like Amy at least like does jokes and stuff, And I'm not saying that to put her down, because walking a 5K when you're really overweight is a good thing. Like, that's cool. I respect walking. Walking is a good thing. When you're heavy, completing a big walk is a good thing. But there's difference between walking and running, and you got to be straight up.
Can't see it. It says portal is asleep. It'll be back up at 8 a.m. So I guess I can't flash the portal.
I don't even know what she meant by flashing the portal. I think it was a joke, but knowing her, she absolutely would flash it. And why does she have to wear these skin tight shorts? I don't get it. Like, I understand wearing compression shorts, but why can't she wear something over it? Like, why does she always have to wear these skin tight shorts and stuff? I don't get it. Like, it's just, I don't get it.
Guess what we
I am old. I'm old.
You know this? I really thought this was a good idea. I don't know if it was a good idea now.
It is like spandex.
That's where I'm at. I don't know if I made the right choice. What? I'm getting 2 bagels.
Oh, okay.
I'm doubling down.
Okay, somebody else did it. Okay, so this is the bagelria, the bagel place, the bagel plats. I don't know what you'd call it. Tompkins Square Bagels. So apparently this is where they sell bagels. Why she chose this place, I don't know. You'd think there'd be a million places in New York to get a good bagel, but hey, I guess this one is one of the good ones.
Don't have Kalamata cream cheese. It's okay. I'm just gonna have to branch out and try something new. Now that I have the bagel in hand.
Okay, so she said they didn't have the Kalamata cheese she wanted. Whatever. Anna does have some dresses that don't look bad. Like as much as I like to crack on her, she has a few okay dresses, but she doesn't wear them when she goes out. She always wears these like skin tight spandex shorts and stuff. The Pedro raccoon meme. I got to see that meme now. I'm gonna go look that up after the show. Not a fan. I went there one time. It was all right. I kind of like cities, but I'm not like a huge fan of cities. You know, Kat, that's probably a normal size backpack. It just looks tiny on her.
I just want to be home. I want to eat my bagel in bed in peace. So we're gonna get a cab. We're gonna go to the hotel, and then I'm gonna put my feet up and eat my bagel like the queen I am. No, like seriously, I earned this, and I want to devour it in the sanctity of my hotel room. Just looked at my Apple Watch, and this 2-mile walk, what I thought was a 2-mile walk, became a 3-mile walk.
I think she does, Gemini.
Which is fine. Normally that would be fine. But right now, I'm fragile. So this was at 1 when we left, and now it's at 4.27.
Steady C, I think I agree with you. And I'm all for people being themselves. And I don't think people should have to be ashamed to be themselves. There's a difference between being happy with yourself and being something of an exhibitionist. Being an exhibitionist is going too far. Constantly showing yourself to people for just for the sake of doing it is too much. I don't care for that. Like I said, if it was a man doing it, I wouldn't be I would say, put some clothes on, guy. Why you showing yourself to everybody all the time? So, whatever. It's one of those things I just don't get. No, I get you, Steady C, and it's a personal choice, and I think people have the right to wear what they want to wear, and people should know what looks good on them, or at least they should try to learn what looks good on them. And you seem like somebody who's got a good fashion sense, so I'm sure that whatever you had would look good. But nothing wrong with a little bit of chaos sometimes. I do enjoy a little bit. I do like watching Gorlworld, so I must enjoy some chaos. And did Anna really do 3 miles? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not going to argue with whether she did or she didn't. But I just know that the calories and the exercise numbers don't add up.
So 3.27 miles is what we cleared to come down here and get a bagel. And that's why I'm exhausted. I got home. I immediately put on my pajamas, and I was so excited because I opened my bagel, and I'm like, I can't wait to eat my pumpernickel bagels. This is my favorite thing, like pumpernickel. Like, I'm an old man at heart, and you know what? It's not pumpernickel.
Welcome in, Skinny Queen.
They messed it up.
For anybody who doesn't know, that this is Sarah Jane, who I mentioned earlier, Skinny Queen Reacts. Be sure to check out her channel. Skinny, you can always put your link in there, and Hannibal, you can always put your link in too if you're still here. But yeah, definitely, everybody, be sure to check out these awesome channels.
It's not even the right bagel. It's not even the right cream cheese. It's oat.
All right, first of all, it's frustrating to get the wrong order, but you got to check your order, especially when you walk 2 miles to get one thing. If I walked it looked like she spent an entire day to walk those 2 miles, but if I spent hours traveling someplace to buy one thing, you better believe I would check to make sure that one thing was there before I left. But anyway, that is what it is. But yeah, I will say this, Mouse Toes. I respect confidence, but I don't feel like Anna has genuine confidence. I don't feel it's genuine. I feel like it's a show. I feel like she doesn't really feel confident, and she does this aggressive like bravado. But if it's genuine and I'm wrong, then hey, sometimes I'm wrong.
It's an oat bagel with, I'm not exactly sure. I think it's veggie cream cheese. So like, somebody else probably has my order. This is probably somebody else's bagel.
Hey, hello, get grab apples. I know I missed you earlier.
What a way to end this video.
The drama over the bagel, right? Everything is dramatic.
I walked 2 damn miles
I'll say this: a bagel is. I can understand wanting to try a bagel, especially if you haven't had one before. So I'm not going to crap on her for getting a bagel, but the way that she's like going to start crying now is absolutely crazy to me.
In pain for a bagel. Didn't even get the first bagel. I don't think you guys know how hard that was for me.
You know what, Elisa? I didn't think of it like that, but I will concede that that's a fair point. I'm not somebody who's really interested in travel vlogs in general, but watching Anna do her thing around New York City is a spectacle, and I cannot look away. So in that sense, you're right. It does give me something to watch, so I can't be so upset.
And I'm like, I don't know whether to cry or laugh because
it does not look good. Nope.
God, sometimes you just can't win. Sometimes you just can't win.
Just can't win.
Well, I walked 2 miles for a bagel, and I guess I didn't get it.
There's more tears here than there were in that video she did the other day crying about surgery. Like, I mean, not that there are any tears here, but there's just as many here as there were that other video.
Well, I'm going to go figure out what this is. I'm afraid because I literally don't know what cream cheese it is, and I'm like...
I don't know either, Freedom Deep.
I don't want to try it on camera because I don't know what it is. Straight up. I don't know what this person ordered that I got. So.
You know something? I wouldn't cry, but I'd be upset. I'd be like sad. I would be sad. I'd like probably just go in my room and just be like really quiet and just mope. I would just mope, be by myself and be like, stupid bagel. I waited 2 hours for this damn thing and I didn't get it. I'd be angry.
I'm just going to go and make peace with this. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. And I hope if you too are chasing a bagel that you get it, that your luck is
That is a good point, Mouse Toes. You know something? That's an excellent point. Anna could absolutely afford to get another bagel delivered. So yeah, excellent point. Very entitled. Very entitled. Oh, you know what? Freedom Deep. I am going to pull that up right now, actually. Kate Winslet is an awesome channel. So let me get that. Actually, put up this video right now instead.
I got home. I immediately put on my pajamas and I was so excited because I opened my bagel and I'm like, I can't wait to eat my pumpernickel bagel because it's my favorite thing, like pumpernickel. Like, I'm an old man at heart. And you know what? It's not pumpernickel. They messed it up. It's not even the right bagel.
Well, I will say this, by the way, I acted like a moron. I turned off the video before the last 15 seconds. She goes back the next day and gets the bagel she wants. So she had 2 bagels in 2 days. And the second time she didn't walk.
It's not even the right cream cheese.
Agreed.
It's oat.
Welcome in, Denise.
It's an oat bagel with, I'm not exactly sure. I think it's veggie cream cheese. So like, somebody else probably has my order. This is probably somebody else's bagel.
But they're real. Well, they're real problems. I sympathize with the bagel. This video. Welcome in, Angel.
I walked 2 damn miles in pain for a bagel.
If anybody can't tell, this is Anna's video where she was crying about the surgery, and now this is Kate is superimposing the clip from the bagel over it. It's really, you can't even tell. It looks like it's original.
Didn't even get the first bagel. I don't think you guys know how hard that was for me. And I'm like, I don't know whether to cry or laugh because God, sometimes you just can't win. Sometimes you just can't win. Well, I walked 2 miles for a bagel and I guess I didn't get it. Well, I'm going to go figure out what this is. I'm afraid because I literally don't know what cream cheese it is. And I'm like, I don't want to try it on camera because I don't know what it is.
Anna is always
I don't know
crying.
what this person ordered that I got. So I'm just going to go and make peace with
I love
this.
Kate Winslet. Check out her
I
channel.
hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. And I hope if you too are chasing a bagel that you get it, that your luck is better than mine. I'm just gonna just cut the video. I don't have anything else to say. I'm a mess.
Fat Nava, you're too much. All right. Okay, folks. You know what? We actually have a chance for a little bit of a freebie tonight, a toss-up. I've got two good options. I've got either a fun best of with Now, or we could go back and do some more foodie. Folks in the chat, let me know what you want. We got Now. We can either do the best of, naked and laughing, going crazy, or we can do some more foodie. All right, we got one vote for foodie. One vote for Now. Okay. I'm going to load up both, and then we're going to see which we're going to do. Let me put on the preview picture. Oh, geez, it's like kind of split. Oh, is somebody live now? If Foodie's live now or somebody, that'll be what I'll put on. Let me see if somebody's live. No, neither of them are live at the moment. Both Now, Chins. Geez. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a little bit of both. We're going to do Now, and then we're going to do Foodie. So we're going to do a quick version of Now, and then we'll do a short version of Foodie. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of Now first, and then we'll end it with just a little bit of Foodie. All right, we'll do some of both this way because it's very much split. It's very much split. I got to do both because it's just so much split. All right, so let me pull up the playlist, and we'll do a little bit of both this way. Because frankly, I want to see both personally. I wanted to cover some Now, and I still want to cover some Foodie. I only have so much for both. Okay, so we'll do some of the Now video first.
Since y'all are such demogorgon, so I digress on that part because
Now
I'm
is
not
naked and
a
laughing.
demogorgon,
King Cobra's,
whatever.
Let me pause. Now is naked and laughing. King Cobra's girlfriend. She is a nut. She gets so drunk and she gets so loaded and she acts like a crazy person. So let's put that on real quick. Let me turn this off here.
Where trees grow in Wyoming, we're gonna grow them. Hopefully I won't cry. I've cried enough times.
Oh, Foodie's live? Let me check.
And people make fun of me, and they don't have nobody. They don't have nobody to cry home to at the end of the night.
I'm not seeing it.
Nobody to love. But I know who you are already, Matthew, so don't get me
I'm sorry, Fadnama.
by the rocks that you don't got.
We'll see you next week, Fadnama. I'm sorry.
Music. This is the alien invasion.
Okay, so for anybody not aware, I have not been keeping up too much with Now lately. I don't know exactly what's going on with her lately. I know that she has not seen Cobes in a while. Apparently, he mentioned her and still said that they're staying together. So,
oh, yo mama's still here. Yo mama, if you got Cash App, if you love me, yo mama, donate $50 to me. No, yo mama is not my goddamn boyfriend. No offense to him, and no offense to whatever. Like, no offense to either of us. He's not. No, he's married to.
She is creepy. I only watch her like once in a while.
A beautiful, gorgeous woman, and that is not me.
I only watch Now I only watch her rarely. Only put the link actually where I got this from. Girl Zone uploaded this. This is where I got this.
We're like enemies, sort of. Me and yo mama. He can fly me out to California, though. He can fly me out to California.
As much as I want to watch this, she's just kind of, I'm not really understanding what's going on.
And we could have a private he's not going to put it on YouTube or nothing. He could fly me out and meet me. I'll meet his children, his beautiful, and we could have some amazing food, some banging potato salad, mind you, from a white person making it. Okay. I will let Yo Mama.
She wants to go out with Yo Mama. This is very creepy.
I have one white person make a banging potato salad and is like, God bless. God bless.
No, she really doesn't.
Can he have one white person make potato salad in his life that he approves of? Can I get an amen?
I'm not aware of this white people potato salad meme. I don't really like potato salad. Maybe it is a thing.
Can I get an amen? No, I cannot get an amen, but I digress on that.
Thank you, Capricorn.
I'll never be at his house making a potato salad because he'll just like curl up and die in a ball,
and part of what I like to put on now is I like to be equal opportunity. I don't just want to make fun of people who are overweight. You know, you don't have to be overweight to be on the show.
Burning. Yeah, burning. Twice in a row because I'm a dumbass. I went like this, literally, because that's
What's
how
she
I
smoking?
and I don't know how
What's that? Is that a syringe?
Like to do that.
What is that?
Celery salt. You would not think celery salt, but celery in the
completely intoxicated.
Aaron, the AA, and we will not say. You know what AA is. You know what AA is. He's been to the hospital alone for his pancreas problems because of his AA, but he wants to project and say, "Oh, Josh is a bad." Josh is
all right. So this Aaron guy is Josh's neighbor. She's talking about his neighbor, apparently criticizing Josh for being an alcoholic.
Bad. Whatever. Like Josh is the problem. No, you're the problem.
I gotta tell you, folks, this is just too out there, even for me. I think we're gonna go back to Foodie. I wanted to cover now, but this is just so like incoherent. I'm having trouble following it.
And you want to blame your problem instead of looking inward. You want to blame Josh.
I think we may go back to Foodie a little sooner than I thought.
You're your problem. Okay, we're not going to go there. That the hospital knows you by name. You want to go where everybody knows your name. What is that? Cheers? Yeah, he goes to the bar where everyone knows his name, but then he also goes to the hospital where everyone knows his name. So you don't get to talk about my man. You get to talk about yourself and what my.
All right, I think we're going to
has
switch to
never
Foodie.
done
This is
nothing
just
to
too
you
crazy.
but provide you a place to come and talk, thinking he had a friend. Excuse me?
Like, I understand some of the context, but she's just, I don't know. I'm just not really getting it
but a
today.
creep. He had one girlfriend in one state and another girlfriend in another, so he was cheating on both of them.
We're gonna go back
he
to
likes
Foodie.
to project. Absolutely. Yeah, he needs to find his own girlfriend. Absolutely. I wouldn't necessarily say he tried to hit on me, but there were situations where he was talking to me way too much. And I'm just like, gosh, even Josh doesn't talk. And even Josh.
All right, folks, give me 1 second here.
Let me talk to her this much. And that's fine. Like,
this is, you know, something I have not been following it closely enough where I'm just not really familiar with what's currently going on with now right now. I probably should have put on the Foodie. Let's get back to Foodie.
Mutter mouth or motor mouth or what, mustache mouth. Like overly friendly, but to the like creepy, like it's like, I'm here on vacation. Can I just like relax my brain? I don't even know who you are. I don't want to hear your life story about your boohoo. Like, we all have our no, his mustache is not nice. That's what I would call a. I'm not even, you know, Pinocchio and then his maker blank. I'm not even gonna say the name. How do I get a Jessica of my own? He literally said that in Josh. How do I get a Jessica of my own? Josh said, find your own. Get your own. Thank you. But anyways, right, I'm driving.
just because somebody is eating large quantities of food in one sitting does.
All right, so we're going to cover this. This is the one we covered last week. I don't think this is. Hold on a second. Wait a second here. I think. Let me go back. I think this is the wrong video. Hold on. This is the one I wanted to show. Here we go.
I've been sick, trying to get better. It's like right now 34 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, it's become 36 now.
36. So we won't be out here very long. We've been out here for like a bit now. It's very, very windy, yeah. And you know what? The wind breeze is a blessing right now.
So this was the last vacation
near the
Chantal
sea.
went on.
I won't be walking on the hot sand, but I'll show them a bit actually anyways. Let me change the camera around. But there's a lot of people. Now, when we got here a bit earlier, like there were a lot of people swimming. So people come like at 4:30 in the morning when the sun is just coming out. Because at around by like 7 a.m. max, it gets boiling. So yeah, people swim and then see they're already starting to leave. It's getting pretty hot. Stacey, I'm not getting in the water. I'm not getting in the water. Look, I don't know. I just don't feel like it's a far trek. Look at all the sand I have to trek through when I'm still kind of sick. But you know what? Maybe we can come swimming here sometime, right, Dad?
Yep.
Oh, 6:28.
So this is Foodie back when she was. This is allegedly just before she went to the hospital. Or this is just after she came back. I don't remember. Was this just before or just after?
Hot.
Okay, I can film you walking if you want.
This is just before I
with
think.
the beach in the background.
Okay. Hi guys.
Here's Chantal.
Look how bloated she was here.
Yeah, this is my fit of the day.
Welcome back, Nancy.
So beautiful and stunning.
Thank you.
This was just before. Okay, thank you, Angel.
Oh yeah, I recognize this area of the beach.
You know, this kind of heat is not safe for Foodie. Like Salah brings her out, but she looks like she's ready to collapse.
Right, babe?
Of course. The palm tree.
Really thick and weird, the wood.
This is like a yearly anniversary. Does anybody remember the video from a year ago?
The sun is like, here I am.
Where he took her to the ship graveyard, where she looked like she was going to collapse from the heat? I think that was almost exactly 1 year ago today.
Yeah. Hi.
It's become an
I
annual
have no
thing now.
sunscreen on, I know. Getting out of the way of people walking, they're serious and jogging. There's a nice breeze, so it's a cool breeze. You know, I thought of a strategy that, like, I can't walk for a long time at once, but even if you do 2 to 3 minutes several times a day,
it's helping.
It adds up. You know what I mean?
The heat looks absolutely
and it's not
brutal.
I don't know how to explain it. It's like, number one, my sciatic leg makes my leg weak, and then I just feel like no energy. I don't know.
This is almost scary to look at, because I really do. I mean, we know that Foodie comes out of this relatively okay, but I don't want her just to keel over dead like this. I mean, as much as I make fun of her, I don't want her just to die.
Everybody.
Hi, guys.
I probably feel sometimes like he's taking care of his grandma or something, but I'm trying to get healthier. I know mukbangs.
It looks scary.
I probably do like cooking videos when I get my kitchen in order. I probably do videos on or live streams of, we need to clean my kitchen. Like, you know, if you've been sick for a few days, Salah does what he can for sure. Takes care of me and the pets.
You know, Glitter and Lasers is always wearing too little, but Foodie is the opposite. She's always wearing too much. Like, her and Glitter need to mix together. Like, she needs to wear like half as much, and she needs to wear a little more like Foodie.
But I need to get my kitchen back in order. Okay. I don't even have an appetite really. Like, maybe once in a while I get hungry, but no. Well, I want to see the camels. Someone said, what disease did the camel give you? So I was like, no camels today. Yeah, everything's okay. I'm just not feeling great.
Yeah,
maybe that's why she didn't feel so hot.
Go swimming. There's an ocean. Yalla. Do you want to go? Try it. Just put your feet at least. I can film you. Yeah. Yalla.
No, because we have to go all the way. No, I don't feel too well.
I don't want to be pushy for you, but it's good for you.
I agree with the statement about Salah here. Let me put on normal because it's hard to read. But I agree. Salah is filming these crazy angles because he knows that it gets more views to make Chantal look sick. Like, he wants her to, I think he really wants her to collapse on video because he knows that would get way more views.
I actually I'm starting to feel nauseous. Not because of the heat, just because I'm just still not very well. So it's still too early, but we're probably going to go see a doctor
Right?
after.
Let him shirt in that heat.
I just don't feel like getting out of bed.
Wow, the wind.
I didn't see this before she went to the hospital. I was getting behind in my videos. So she is saying right here she feels really sick, but she's out in this heat. This is the worst thing you can do. When I was a kid, I went to the beach one time when I was sick and I ended up catching pneumonia.
Just even sitting and enjoying the fresh air is so nice.
And the vitamin D by the sunlight.
Yeah. Even though I started taking like vitamin D, it's like vitamin D3 and D2. Yeah, we'll come back like when I feel a bit better and we'll go in the water. Exactly, babe. Yeah, there's like no water on the beach now.
There's no one on the beach because it's too hot. Like I just looking at the heat, like my skin is burning just looking at this.
Yeah, a few people there, few guys.
You said bees. I gave you a wiggle bees in public.
I think the camera was too close to you.
Oh.
Okay, now.
Ready, set, bees.
So we could walking now. We have to keep walking for like 2 or 3 minutes more.
Okay.
3 minutes more.
That guy's laughing, looking at her. Geez, and these are the times when I don't feel bad for Foodie like that. But if I ever did feel bad for Foodie's situation, it's times like this, because watching this makes me realize that Salah could not care less. He really could not. I never thought he did, but seeing it like this is just reminds me of last year when they were walking around in the desert heat, and she was absolutely beat red, and she looked like she was going to die. Like she really did look like she was just going to fall over dead. This is giving me the same kind of vibes.
Okay.
Be brave.
But after that,
before it's too hot, don't lose the chance. You know, maybe there.
No.
Agreed.
This way. It's my way or the highway. So this is my fit of the day.
That's
I'm
scary
wearing
to
the same
think,
jean
but it
shirt I
makes
bought.
sense.
The shoes are Skechers.
Okay.
The pants are Pennington.
Let's get the comment here from Crab Apples. Her shoulders, because you can kind of see it. You're right. Her right shoulder is sticking up more. Like her shoulders are not squared up, which is, I mean, and it was not just this one picture. This whole scene, you can see her shoulders are not squared. I'm trying to think, what could cause that? Do you think maybe she has a rash on her shoulders, like from her brassiere? Because that's what I'm trying to think, like what could cause her to walk weird like that? Maybe a rash under her arm? Something like that, maybe? Could be back pain.
And this jean shirt is center point. Size 28.
Right?
So yeah, maybe next time I'll feel better.
Better days. Agreed, Denise.
Oh.
And there's no shade here anywhere. This is just such a brutal heat.
Yeah, people won't understand unless they're here. Like, people don't go out usually much during the day here unless they're workers.
People don't go out much during the day here. Look how empty it is. Like, there's nobody on this beach. It is just too hot.
Or something.
If you want to judge this hot and live this experience, you must visit Kuwait right now.
Yeah, it's a different level of hot.
Book your ticket and come right away here.
What did he say? He said, if you want to experience this, come to Kuwait right now. Is that what he said?
Much during the day here unless they're workers or something.
If you want to judge this hot and live this experience, you must visit Kuwait right now.
Yeah, it's a
if you want to enjoy this beautiful warm weather, come to Kuwait right now.
Different level of hot.
Book your ticket and come right away here.
I think I need to go now.
Wishful thinking.
I feel
right?
nauseous. Okay, the camera's on me. Do you want to
Oh, you think so, Bastos?
Do you want to take them on a small drive or something?
I know that elevated blood sugar can cause people to become lethargic. If your blood sugar is all out of whack, that could have been it. Possibly.
Eh? Do you want? I need to go in the AC.
Okay.
Do you want to take them on a small drive? No.
Sure. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To see camels? No.
If you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you want to stay in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to.
Oh, that makes sense too.
Kiss them or anything. At least. Okay, babe. Just get the car and then I'll see if they say yes. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, babe.
See, burning your feet.
Artist, don't make me remember my cough. No, seriously, like the cough was weird at first. I don't know why it comes and goes like that. The router's in the car.
Salah is a highly
And,
regarded
Okay,
gentleman.
here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Again. Girls, what's my weakness? Cats. Hold on, babe.
Capricorn, according to Chantal, by being in this chat, you are being eaten by zombies. So take it for what it's worth.
Oh, you.
Oops.
Welcome in, Rosebud.
Thanks, babe.
You're welcome.
I'll show you guys the drive, all right? Yes. Enjoy.
Ooh. I'll tell you, crab apples, it gets me to eat better. Oh, yes, please, Julia. Everyone, if you're enjoying that show, please click that like button. Yep, yep, I agree.
Move out.
Wow, this swelling is scary to look at. Look at that swelling in her face here. Like her lips are discolored. She looks like she looks like a corpse. You know what I mean? Like it just and even the way she's moving her hand, like notice she's not using her fingertips. It's like she doesn't have full control of her hand when she wipes her face. Like the way she's just kind of got her hand like look how swollen her fingers are. Jesus. Look at that.
Move out.
Her fingers are wider than they are long.
No patience. Yeah, people just beep here as soon as the light turns green. Nope.
This is scary to
I
watch.
think he was busy like with his phone.
Ah. The speed limits here are on the highway 120.
Yeah,
That
depends on the
makes
street. The highway, the maximum one, yani, 120.
Okay. Hi. Brenda, I think I'm still not going to drink Starbucks, honestly. Or eat crab anymore, so.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
I won't get camels. I don't, nobody gets camel sickness here. He's a speed racer. No.
The only camel sickness Foodie gets is from smoking too many camels.
Fast driving.
I like it.
I know.
I like to speed very fast, like the maximum level of the speed limit.
Jeez. All right, let's just turn up the AC a little bit.
That's a good point.
Yes.
The max level?
Yeah. Max AC. Why is there a
No,
freaking fire
geez,
hydrant
yeah, that's going to be your bottom.
under my, extinguisher?
Agreed. Oh, did she say she doesn't have a fire extinguisher? Well, I'll say this. If Chantal has not caught fire from the sun already, she's probably going to be okay.
Yeah, the fire extinguisher, you're right, because here the cars burst into flames in the summer, yep. We don't have fire extinguishers.
Oh, really?
And Nirvana,
Yeah,
I got to
the
say
car that-
another thing about health. When it gets to the point where you feel that ill, what is stopping her? Like, I understand when you're addicted to food, you love the pleasure of the food, you love the taste, you love the whole thing. But the pain of being in that kind of shape, the pain of that kind of heat, the pain of having no clothes that fit, the pain on your joints, on your limbs, just there's so much pain and discomfort that she deals with. At what point does it become so much that it's just not worth it anymore? At what point is it just is the pain not worth it? To be able to say, I told you so? Like, what is she even doing this for anymore?
I don't think in Canada.
Something must be a legal thing to have it in your car.
Oh. So it's a legal requirement.
Yeah, she is crazy
It's
swole.
lazim.
That's what addiction does. It makes you crazy.
Julia doesn't just meow on command. Like, I can't just go, meow for everybody, Julia, and she'll do it. She only meows at 3 a.m. when we're all trying to sleep and she's got the zoomies. It doesn't look like much like the one you like.
Oh, and allegedly Chantal was caught using a fake meow. I know this is a bit of a crazy story, but for anybody not aware, this is what I heard. That Chantal was doing a video in her car or something, and she claimed that she was home. And there was a noise of a cat meowing, and she said it was her pet cat, Julia. But in reality, it was a clip of a cat meowing on the internet that they used. So whatever that means.
I do like the one we went to was nicer, but here's a road. Yes. I mean, road that's like sand.
Sandy road.
Meow.
I know when people think desert, they think just like endless, gorgeous sand dunes.
At this
but
point, it is,
nope, a lot of
Alizo.
the time it's like this.
It's destroying her.
Am I in pain? No.
Agreed, Nirvana.
A little bit of soreness in my leg, but not much. I find
If she's doing this for Salah, she's not getting her money's worth.
sciatica pain is not bad, but it left some muscle weakness.
Oh, here. I found them.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes.
It was like one tree. Oh, babe, be careful. Oh my god.
What a hole.
I can relate to an extent, Alizu. It's people lose their mind when they're in the worst phases of some kind of an addiction. So I can understand that.
Oh yeah. Well, that woke me up.
Yep.
Shit.
Yeah.
I'm cured.
It can destroy you.
Just come to the desert and hit a friggin' pothole. Oh, sorry. That made me feel a bit sick. Okay.
Don't puke.
I won't. Well, if I do, there's no one here. Yeah, I used to be. I'm trying my best. Yeah. But I don't think they're gonna like me today. You think so?
I have no idea.
Let's see if they're stationary.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah.
But when they got her in the car, it seemed like she recovered pretty well.
I don't think they'll be here. No, they're gonna walk. Hello. Hi. Hi. Hello. Hi.
Hello, my friends.
Hi.
I think they like you a bit.
Hi. Wow.
What a touching moment we have here.
Yes.
That noise from the wind is crazy. You can't hear anything.
Don't get too close here. Maybe they'll look.
No, I get it, my hand. These ones are
She's
really
not
cute.
getting what she
Oh, boy.
pays for it. No.
Oh yeah.
Agreed.
Likes his belly rub.
Yeah. Better up.
Is pregnant.
What's
pregnant?
that? Ankles being restricted?
Oh yeah.
That-
Likes his belly rub.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're tied up. I guess that's how they keep him from running away. Maybe, I don't know.
Better up.
Is pregnant.
هي حامل ولا لا عادي؟ تمام.
Is pregnant.
Pregnant.
Oh, and that's the dad, right?
That's the dad. I love how she asks, "Is that the dad?" I mean, that's first of all, it's not polite, Chantal. You shouldn't ask who's the father like that.
Oh, the dad is mad. Dad's jealous, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
that's the dad, and he's protecting the mom. That's why. It's okay. Oh, he's peeing.
Oops.
It's okay. I won't hurt your mom. See how she's like resting on him, like.
Don't worry, guys. They're too friendly here.
It's tough. It's tough.
Hello. They like my face for some reason.
Oh, the mic.
Oh. He wants my mic. It's slobber on it.
Behind you.
They need Murray Povich.
Bye, guys.
Mohammed
I hope you have
Povich.
a good pregnancy. Yeah, cheers. I hope your baby is right. Hold on, I'm gonna put my seatbelt. 1 second. So, whoa, big, wait.
Don't worry.
I just gotta put my seatbelt. There's some areas where it's like bumpy because of.
And Nirvana, it's nothing wrong with being patient and taking your time and just make sure that you don't that when you do meet that right person that you don't miss them, right?
How like trucks have run over it.
Damaging the car.
Yeah, you gotta drive slower. It can, yeah. So
That's awesome, Angel. I'm glad to hear you've been able to stay off of it.
we're almost out of the bumpy zone, guys. When you're nauseous, like.
Yeah, I'm not really familiar. Is that a normal thing there? Or doesn't seem like it's the best for the animals.
Oh yeah, I can't see that. 120. Do I get motion sickness very easy? When I was a kid, nobody was sitting beside me on the bus because I threw up all the time.
Oh my god.
So that's why I feel a bit. Again, the stream. What are we gonna do? Are we gonna go to the doctor right now? No, I think there's some other open at 7.
Yeah,
That's what I mean. Like we should end the stream maybe and look it up and decide what to do.
that's
Yeah, I
a
gotta
fair
get it over
point. She uses Salah in the way that he uses her. Like she doesn't really care about him. Like if he didn't want to just get her the food and just keep her in her addiction, she would be kicking him out immediately.
And just go to a doctor. Okay. Bye, guys. The fat upper pubic
area.
Yep.
Chubby. It's chubby.
Oh,
Do you have
welcome
a
in,
chubby
Nutty.
kitty?
I missed you coming in there.
Mine's like lopsided.
Welcome in, Nutty. Better late than never. Glad to have you. Yep. Yep. It's true. It is true. You see that a lot. Where like the whenever you see 600-pound life or anything like that, there's always somebody who I've not heard that story before. I figured maybe one of you had, but that's new. That's a new story for her, apparently. Is it normal? I don't know what's normal or not over there. I don't want to, I don't know. I just don't know. I'm not going to throw my opinion if I just really don't know on it. Yeah, as long as she's got her food, she doesn't care about what she has to deal with as long as she's got her food. And that's not, that's not a good thing. Yeah, and she just trolls that ridicule. Hey, Skinny Queen, are you planning to go on tonight? Because I'm going to be winding it down in just a minute here. So I don't know what's up with you tonight or not. Yep. Lies and manipulation. It's sad to see. It's sad to see it. Well, as long as you're being healthy, you don't have to worry too much, I hope. Yeah, I guess we could watch one more thing while we're here. Let me pull up one more video for a second. We'll watch a little short ALR clip before I end it. 1 second here. Let me put up my disclaimer also real quick. All right, we'll watch a little short clip of ALR. So apparently ALR's got a new girlfriend already. And this is from Orange Queen, who's an excellent channel I like to use to get some fun show videos from. All right, let's let Amber run for a little bit.
But I'm not vlogged all day today, but it's 4th of July, and we're on this like bridge.
Let me slow this down just a little bit. This is a little too fast to hear.
River thing, and people are gonna start parking behind us, but there's already like people parked there, and then obviously like across the street. But yeah,
You wipey.
hopefully I don't fall in the water.
Let's not make any mean comments about her being in the water, goals. Be nice. Also, it is very nice seeing her outside. I know it was probably just a short time, but still.
I know how you feel, Crab Apples. I hate myself too.
So stupid.
I hate myself for doing it.
Bubble gum. And is this what they call the golden hour? When your face looks gold?
Why do we need to know that? Why are you resting your hand on your hips? Why are you acting so weird when the camera is on you? So many questions, goals.
People always ask our like nationality, especially yours.
I think this is part was so funny. Just people ask your nationality. People ask her mom's nationality. They really ask that often? I mean, all right.
So let's tell them.
Who's asking Amberlynn about her nationality? She literally looks like a basic white American lol. But of course, a Gaul will try to claim something special.
Apparently, I'm Portuguese. Portuguese. And Grandma recently told us that we're also French.
French.
Like in public, people ask what tribe she's from.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
The first time I ever went to bingo with her.
Yeah.
They're like, what tribe are you from? So yeah, I get a lot of comments of people asking that.
They all thought she was Native American. Okay. Yeah, I guess maybe. I mean, she does have a little bit of a tan.
Oh, you heard it from here, folks. We're Portuguese and French.
Lol, I can't. Does she know the history of America? And if her grandmother is not directly from Portugal, I don't care about your ancestors being there 1,000 years ago. Our Gaul just wants to be cool, so let's leave our Portuguese.
I mean, being Portuguese, nothing wrong with that. I just don't understand why it's she's so excited about it. She's like, oh my God, I can't believe it.
Queen be delusional for a while. Her mom does look a bit different, so I get people asking her, but not Amberlynn lol. But of course, she will pile herself in this too.
Let's compliment each other.
My understanding.
A little bit of a tan. Oh wait, that's you.
I look at Amber's mom and I think to myself, hey, Amber's mom is still holding up pretty well for her age. And then you look at Amber, who's really just, it's rough to see how heavy she is by comparison, because her mom, like especially if you didn't look at the face, you would think that she was the younger one.
Oh my god. Oh, that was loud. Oh my god.
How
That's
do
a
the
good point.
outfits
That's a good
complement
point.
each other? Lol. And that back looks ridiculous, Amberlin.
This is my interpretation of Amber taking a picture.
Her mom is a cutie though, we can't hate on her.
Right underneath them, folks.
No one cares about fireworks videos, and she did it for like 4 minutes. I have taken firework videos before and I never look at it.
Yeah, it is. She's a bigger purse.
Amber, you're
Amber loves those little purses. She loves like having these little accessory toy purses.
explosive.
I mean, she is not wrong. Our girl looks like a big cherry with that red on, and she looks like she is about to pop.
I have a torrid haul. It's been a while since I've done one. So do keep in mind that every single one of these
In the
dresses
face,
I got
especially.
is a size 4.
Our girl is the same size as the fridge. But let her tell it, she already sees the weight loss.
But you're going to see, even though it's a size 4, they're all going to fit me completely differently. And it's like, I never know what's going to work and what isn't.
After spending thousands on Torrid, you should know your size, but she is delusional. Also, does she not know that a size depends on the material? Smartlin.
Because this one, I was expecting it not to fit very well. And it actually fits pretty damn good, if you ask me. Whereas here is the green one, and it's just like so much more.
I'm going to say this.
and-
As much as I want to crack on Amber's fashion sense, at least she's not exposing herself. At least she's wearing something that is decent.
I just don't like the way it looks very much.
I mean, it doesn't fit well. That's fair enough. I will agree with her there. It does not fit well, but at least it's concealing somewhat.
Materials fit differently, the more you learn goals. Also, look at all of that gigolo.
I love this outfit beyond words. I think this is so flippin' cute. Pink with like the stripes. But the only downside, if I had to choose, is
She
definitely
has
the
like a
cut right
shelf.
here. I would much prefer
It's
if maybe
not
it was
like a
just
normal
a little
shape,
lower,
but
maybe more like
whatever.
tucked in.
Oh, our goal wants to show that cleavage to distract from what's going on down there.
The bird dress.
Amber's really feeling herself in more ways than one.
Which honestly, love how it fits. So cute together. Like I love mixing patterns, so I would totally wear this together.
Look at our goal using fashion terms like pattern. I am so proud of her. But this doesn't look bad, and I think black looks better on her than pink or lighter colors.
Okay, so I was too lazy to take off the striped mesh.
Okay,
so
this-
ignore that. I would not wear
This, at least from the front, I will agree. I think this, like, I don't like the stripes with the pattern. I think that does not look good. But the dress itself, I think it works pretty well for her. And I think this is a cute pattern, actually.
it with this, obviously. Just wanted to give you guys like a
Like
more
this
up-close
house-
detail.
this,
Like, look how
Nightmare Before
pretty, and I think the
Christmas
colors
pattern.
are super cute. I can definitely see this as like the dress I would wear on a day where I just like was looking lazy.
That looks hideous, and it should not see the light of the day. Wear it only at home.
Yeah,
and
I
don't
think
even
so.
show
Too.
it
I don't
in
think
the
that's
vlogs.
a
Okay,
look
guys,
that
there's
works for
something that
everybody.
I want to tell you about. I know it's like really soon and sudden, like I understand that, but timelines are not a thing, and you guys know that with me. Like you can know someone for years and years and not feel super close to them, and then know someone for like a couple days and instantly feel like a super
Yeah.
strong connection.
Yes, that is very much.
You know, I don't know what it's called, but does anybody know what that's called? It's these it's a top. It's like really like frilly and bunchy, but like in the stomach, but it looks kind of like I got to find a picture of it, but it does not look good on anybody unless you are super, super skinny. Like it makes everybody look fat. Any woman who ever wears it looks terrible on. I got to look it up, but like I've never seen a woman who it looks good on.
Much possible, and it happens. However, when you feel like that with every fucking person you meet online, that's the issue, dum-dum.
I know there's a lot of people out there who relate to that. Literally just all about energy, connection, the way someone makes you feel. who they
Probably
are as a
Craigslist.
person, and like it's like when you know type thing.
Gorlworld, you don't know anything about healthy relationships. Also, it is interesting how she doesn't learn from her past mistakes, and that is not just about dieting, but everything.
And I don't want to sit here and talk about my ex or anything like that, but I knew her for almost
It's so wild to think about the difference between ALR and glitter and lasers. On one hand, glitter and lasers is doing the right thing by being active. But on the other hand, she's completely in denial when it comes to diet. Then you got somebody like ALR who is always searching for a diet, but doesn't really do much activity. And even when she finds a diet, won't ever stay on it. So it's like they're both just spinning their wheels, but in different directions.
a year and never remotely felt like this. So that's how I know like timelines are a load of crap.
It's not about a timeline, it is you being lonely and desperate. She said the same shit about Valentine and every other ex.
Yes.
She was screaming I love you to Valentine and how she is the best ever.
Twitter.
I'm over here just trying to make like rationalizations with you guys because I feel like so many of you are going to be like, Amberlynn, what are you doing? But it's okay. This is my life. This is my story. This is just, you guys, I feel thoroughly so happy right now. I have a girlfriend. Yes, I do. And we are in a long distance relationship. I want to just like share this side.
How long till the new girlfriend moves in? Like if it's a real relationship, she's going to be moving in a month.
To me, I'm not a secret and I feel special. I feel loved. I feel important. I feel like a priority.
Either she is so desperate and she cheated on Valentine, or she is making all of this up just to make Valentine jealous. And she better not pull another stupid wipey, feline situation type deal. And we need to talk about these desperate women who are waiting for her to break up and claim her.
No,
it's scary that so many
not.
people like that exist.
We will be meeting in person literally before this month is even over.
Rationalization.
Plane ticket bought, like all planned out, and I am thoroughly so excited.
This is all normal. You can meet online and then meet in real life. The crazy part is you calling her your girlfriend when you have been talking to her for 2 weeks or so.
Yeah, Amber is somebody who's always needs to be in a relationship, but even if she's not in a relationship, she says she's in one because she can't stand not people thinking that she's single.
Like in the past, like I see red flags in relationships. I have red flags. People have red flags. It's a thing. But when I would see the red
You are a red flag.
flags, I would admit like, oh, that is hardcore red flag, or oh, that's triggering my BPD, or oh wow, this relationship is making my mental illness actually worse. Like I see these things and it's like I get so like delusional in relationships where it's like I'm able to talk about these red flags and see them and whatever, but like I make excuses for them. With this relationship, I haven't seen a red flag.
Oh my god, it has been 2 fucking weeks. She is so stupid I can't. Amberlynn's red flag is that she is so desperate that she will accept anything. If she thinks she can manipulate the person, it's a win.
And I have found that
Good
like,
point,
in this current
Tucker.
relationship, like I haven't had that. Like my mental health hasn't.
Like I personally feel like Amber seems to have 3 types of relationships. She has 1, caretakers, 2, women that she tries to buy their affection, and 3, fake relationships that don't actually exist. Those seem to be the 3 that Amber seems to have. I almost said Dr. Phil has. Those are the 3 that Amberlynn has. Dr. Phil does not have relationships like that. Thank goodness.
Proved since I even just started talking to her. Like it was like an instant connection. I know a lot of people like to like talk badly about long distance relationships, but it's 2024. It's what people do. There's so many different ways of meeting people, and
Like
there's a lot
literally
of
or
like successful long
figuratively,
distance
or both?
relationships that do happen.
Goals, your mental health cannot be that fragile that it gets affected by other people so easily. Take some accountability and stop looking for other people to make you feel better about yourself. Who is hating on long distance? We are saying that you are crazy for calling her your girlfriend after you broke up with the ex a week before Lowell. And you are not just saying that, you are describing it like it's the love of your life, when you have done this with everyone.
And her name is Tommy. So yeah, I'm really excited.
Respect, Gemini.
I have to share this with you guys. And
I think it's good to, I mean, relationships are wonderful, and I think it's great for people to be happy and to find people they enjoy being with. But at the same time, it's never good to be desperate, right? It's always good to be able to be content and enjoy your own company, and then you could be a much better partner.
I know, like, this is crazy and probably coming out of nowhere. It's like
no problem there, Ron. Have a great sleep.
We got you.
I'm not going to be on for much later.
Tommy. Like, you guys are about to be happy together, and like we really are.
The universe is a
I'm going to be winding it down in just a minute or 2 anyway.
Circus, and you are the main clown Gore. She is trying to make Valentine jealous Lowell. It is so obvious. Why did you have to share this so badly?
Oh, and this video is from Orange Queen. Let me put the link once more, because Orange Queen is a great channel.
Controversy and for Valentine.
Let's go back.
All right. Well, actually, that is going to be the perfect place. This is the perfect place to wind it down. I don't see anybody. I don't see Hannibal going live tonight. If he is, somebody let me know, but I do not see that. I am going to wind it down then, and I don't think Skinny's going on either. So, oh, by the way, before I do this, let me say something. Camps and Mao Mai, I always forget to give them a shout out. Camps and Mao Mai go live sometimes, and they are friends of this channel. So Camps, Mao Mai, if you want to put your link in the chat, I always neglect to mention you. I don't know if you're going live or what, but definitely check them out. If you folks want to do that, I'm more than happy to send people over there. So yeah, Camps and Mao Mai. I know Mao Mai is a mod in here, so she can post y'all's link, and definitely check them out. They do a good show. I don't watch it enough, but yes, good night, everybody. Hopefully you all have a good night. Don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Or at least not much longer, right? All right. Let's put on the music. Good night, everybody.